Are we recording? Did I just mess that up?
No. 24 out of 28, so there were 28 days in February, and you took 24 listings.
Yes, yeah.
So it's a reasonable request from your coach.
This month in March, I went for 25. So yeah, 31, I mean, would be a massive month for me. 25, 26, the most I've ever done in a month.
Yeah, sleep is overrated. You can do that.
Yeah, true.
Important business.
What you working on, Greg?
I am wrapping up 2018 March Madness basketball bracket here. Got the number one seeds all made it to the Final Four. I got Virginia over North Carolina. I got Villanova over Duke. I like Duke and North Carolina in the final for the fourth time this year. Yeah, we're going to do a little bracket in the office and have some fun with that and see who picked them. Probably one of the girls downstairs that picks based on the mascots or the color of the uniforms. They usually win, so we'll see.
I don't normally watch basketball, so I don't have any picks right now.
No picks right now?
No.
I've got Arizona, Xavier, Kansas, and Villanova. And then I've got Villanova, Arizona in the final two with Arizona winning it all.
You think Zone's going to pull it out, huh?
We'll see.
So I've got what I call our listing coordinator, and then I've got a client care coordinator. We really focus on customer service. I know everybody says that, but I probably am slightly overstaffed in that area, Ren. So got the listing coordinator, gets it in. She coordinates with all the photographs and gets it in the listing. And then my other girl, Jessica, follows up with all the feedback. She is talking to my sellers constantly. So she is very much in communication with my sellers.
Bobby Johnson wants to know, what's your system for setting seller expectations from the start of the relationship?
That's a great question too. I mean, I think what you do is when you take the listing, that's when you set the expectations after the signature is there, I believe, and let them know. I think it's important to ask the seller, Mr. Miss Seller, what's the best way for us to communicate with you? Would you like a text, an email, or a phone call weekly to give you an update? So put that on the seller. A lot of them want email, may want a text, may want a phone call. So I think that's important. Put it on them and allow them to tell you how they want to be communicated with. But I think the expectation to tell them, my job is to go ahead and get out there and market and find a buyer for your property. My assistant Jessica is going to monitor that feedback, communicate with you, help make suggestions along with me if we need to make any adjustments. So you want to go ahead and set that future pacing that, hey, if the market is not responding in the first 30 to 40 days, we need to possibly look at an adjustment. Okay?
I love it.
Thanks for having me, Ren.
Thank you so much, Greg.
Thank you so much, Greg.
I'm excited about 31.
Thank you, Carly.
Thank you so much, Greg.
All right. See y'all. Bye-bye. Sure. That's what's relevant right now. I mean, right now, today. How do I assess the value of my home? What's the danger of looking at active homes, in terms to assess value? What's the pitfalls of doing that? And a common mistake that sellers make is they look at a home in their neighborhood that's asking $325. Well, my house is better than that. They're asking $325. I have a better lot, I have a better this, or I have better that. And then the danger in that is we're comparing our home to another home that's not selling.
Yeah.
And you have to look at it, how long has it been on the market at that price and what features does it have? The more relevant comps to look at today is the pendings. Even a closed sale that closed 2 months ago could have gone on a contract 4 months ago. That's a 4-month-old sale in an upward trending market. A pending, if you can find pendings in your neighborhood that are very similar to your home, you can see how long did it take for them to go pending at that price. We don't know what it's going to close for, but we know at that price, that caused it to go pending. That caused a buyer to make an offer. And in this market, homes are selling fairly close to asking. So That's the best thing to look at today when we're looking at pricing is looking at pendings. It's important. It's been a really busy week with listings, but also with showings. And we've got this awesome tradition of ringing this big cowbell every time someone closes a deal. So the agents are always striving for that, ringing that cowbell. All in 2012?
Yeah.
I noticed it.
No, we just did it.
Oh, that's recent.
Yeah, that's just recent. That's within the last year.
And the fridge, is that, how old is that fridge, you remember?
12, everything in here is 2012.
Okay.
That refrigerator.
Yeah, I'm just, it's taking notes. It's good for me to walk through the home without the homeowner, just so I can see the home through the eyes of a buyer. And so I'm just checking out. A lot of times I'm looking for any little cosmetic marks that from an old maybe leak, maybe a pan in an air conditioner, because that's something, if it's not an active leak, we always want to try to encourage the seller and the homeowners to fix that, because buyers, we're not hiding anything. It's an old leak. Let's cut. But so I'm always looking for that, anything that stands out. Yeah, I mean, we want the home to be as presentable as possible. We want to enhance or just increase the odds of a very good showing for the buyer. If there's anything the seller can improve that's very inexpensive or something that would make a difference, we want to get them to do that so it shows the best. I really appreciate it. And I'll call you Monday
Okay,
at the
sure,
home
great.
number, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Y'all have a good one.
Okay, you
Okay,
too.
thank
Okay,
you.
take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.